Tactics. Everything was ablaze.
Jesus, running there.
As Carolina emerge from their tunnel, and we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Man, cut him.
And no run back on the
Right.
kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Nah, he need to be cut everywhere. That man ass. That man big trash. Exactly. That's Bates dude. Bates love Rager. Nah, he ain't gonna take him now.
A running play there, gonna get 11 as they get a quick first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Got him in. Complete. This is Richard Rodgers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Eluding and a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Fields throw is caught here by Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it.
That was a weird route. Like he ran down into the offensive lineman. That shit was weird. Yeah, so they got caught up on the offensive lineman. That shit was real weird.
Awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Fields. Flushed out right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Back to throw. Fields. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. A shotgun snap, Fields. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Woo-wee! Hargraves.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the
Man.
backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Tremble. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met
Ooh, that's a good pass.
That's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see
Man, what?
pads,
Big
it's
facts.
sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Yeah, you just get one. This is one the whole time. Yeah, I got a few people on breakout, but they probably ain't getting it either. Well, I got one person, but he probably not getting it either. I honestly just forgot until you said something.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, wow. Come on, Madden.
Took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit.
Yes, sir. Oh, my God. Give me the fumble. Come on, Madden.
And that's what friends are for.
Come on, man. My dude was sitting right above the ball.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that.
We nobody blocked him at all.
Time to shake things up.
That man came through free as a mug.
You look at what you've done before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, you know,
This club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still a good playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle.
You're trying to get Rager killed. I'm going to hit stick him every time. Just because it's real life performance. Hey, oh.
Set to begin their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Now Lawrence on first down. Flush pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That's caught inside the 20. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there for Carolina. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On play action, Fields. To the right side and complete to Thomas. That catch good for only a couple.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range.
Oh, that's off his helmet.
On the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Get my little points.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this
Bruce in the chat. Yeah, Bruce.
The Eagles offense
yeah. Yeah, Bruce is your LB, man. Go ahead, join the league, Bruce.
Following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it.
He said he got to see you soon. Or you got to see him soon.
They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up.
He said you running, Bruce.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to
ooh, that's a perfect pass. That was a perfect read. I blitzed that corner, too.
You're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Lawrence will throw.
Screen.
Left side here to Sanders. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold it for just a short gain.
An option handoff given to Sanders. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute.
That's a good pass.
What you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. A nice run there by Sanders on 1st down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 24, Lawrence.
Oh, let me pick that. They didn't even give me an animation to pick it.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long
That's
game,
good read.
or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he caught it. Wow.
He's tackled all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense
That's a hell of a catch.
Right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he's in.
That was a dime.
Richard Rodgers, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now he'll let it go to the right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Oh, that's a good pick, Slay.
But it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
What you need with a 150 and 2 touchdowns or something like that?
1st down, Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Yeah.
On 2nd down. It's Sanders.
Ooh, I try to go for the hit stick.
Take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one goes for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Now the pressure gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Fields. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, it's Fields. As he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep.
Come on, get your feet down.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
To the air again, Fields. Rolling to his right.
Ooh, they got to give me that one. That's a good play, Slay.
Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And this is
Woo-wee!
got just enough to clear the crossbar.
Big Jack Elliott.
Drops it in from long distance. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield. So they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. That's into the hands of Marshall. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Eluding. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets.
That's an ugly pass. That's a Madden pass.
You have to run down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Flushed out right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, the Eagles linebackers ass. I seen that you trade for Miles Jack.
That's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
Yeah.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Had to catch you sleeping.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. A final shot now for Lawrence. He's going to let it.
Oh, wow. Quest. And I backed everybody up. That's crazy.
Are you kidding me? How do you get that?
Good game, bro. That's crazy.
And they do win it on the final play. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for Philadelphia, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4.